Welcome back to the Ark Survival Guide. We are here on the breathtaking new Genesis 2 map. The game is live. We are playing on PlayStation 5 in glorious 4K HDR. I have tamed an Astrodelphis or space dolphin, and in this video, we're just going to show off how beautiful and amazing this map is on the new Techwing Saddle. Check that out. So, yeah, strap in. We are going to have some fun today. Please like and share this video, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and ring that bell for all notifications so you don't miss our next video. And let's get started. So we are starting in the very middle of the map, and I'll show you the map real quick. So it's actually two large sections. The whole right section is the Eden Zone. The whole left is Rockwell's Garden. And then there's actually Rockwell's Innards in Rockwell's Garden. We'll show you how to get to that. And then there's a tech trench in the middle dividing the two rings, and there's actually a space biome in between those. So we're just going to kind of take a tour around this really cool map. Hopefully I won't make you too dizzy. I'm also going to show you how to actually fly using the Techwing Saddle, because a lot of people are probably wondering how to do that. So we'll just show you around this glorious new map in really high definition with some beautiful graphics. And yeah, we'll let you guys explore a little bit. We'll be doing a lot more on this map really soon. So right now, we are in the middle of the map in the tech trenches. We are flying on an Astrodelphis. I force tamed it. We'll do a full guide on how to actually tame them and use them. But first of all, it's very similar to flying on a Tropiognathus. So it's the same controls to toggle the jets on and off. If you're on PlayStation or Xbox, you click down on the right stick and then click and hold to turn off the jets. And that gets you into the nice, slow, easy maneuverable mode where you can do some, really fine-tuned maneuvering. Get the jets back on, you can fly really fast, and if you hold down sprint, you can sprint even faster. So these things are really amazing. They're less maneuverable when you're sprinting, but they go really fast, and they actually use element and grenades. We've got some really nice weapon choices. We have our regular attack, which fires lasers, or you can hold down that attack to fire charged energy blasts, and those will actually home on targets. So if we fly over a target, we can hit it, and it'll actually seek out that target and blast them pretty well. We also have missiles, which are grenades. So if you equip some grenades, you can fire them with the alternate fire button, and they pack a pretty good punch. So very fun to play with. If you want to do a barrel roll, you double click left or right for some serious maneuverability, and you can push left and right to turn your wings and do really fast turns. You can also click the right stick to do a somersault, which is also pretty handy. So all in all, these things are just amazing jets. I love it. So we'll tour around this entire map, but I at least wanted to give you guys a little quick flight training because I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask me a lot of questions about how to use this. So we've kind of flown around the tech trench a little bit. There was a lot of speculation as far as like whether there would actually be people around here, and as far as I can tell, there are not. In fact, in the trailer there were exomechs running around here, and I have not seen a single exomech in this whole area. So I think you can only get those from actually crafting them yourself. But the tech trenches are very cool. There's a lot to see around here, but we'll just keep going and explore the whole map. There's just so much to see. Now, we're flying pretty fast. The PS5 is not completely optimized yet, so, it's going to look a lot better if we slow down and really get a good look at things. But we're going to try to show you a lot of the map in a short time because we've got so many guides and tutorials to make for you guys. And I want to get right to that. We want to start with doing a guide on how to actually start the game. What is the best spawn locations and then the best base locations after that. So you guys can jump right in and have a really easy time playing this really awesome new map. And I have to say, it is a lot easier to start than like Genesis 2. That was kind of nuts, but this one is a lot easier. It's much more friendly starting zones, and we'll show you guys some great places to start out. So these are the new Striders. They are pretty cool. I haven't figured out how to tame them yet, but they've got some really cool attachments. We'll be going over that pretty soon. We also have lots of Maywings that are usually running around out here. Yep, there's a couple of them right there. And, oh, I forgot to tell you about that attack. I'm surprised these Maywings aren't destroying us after that, but if you double tap the jump button, you can do this. Okay, now it's not working. I think there's a cooldown for it. Anyway, we'll show you that later. But yeah, these Maywings are pretty cool. They just fly around the map. They're passive. They don't attack you until you mess with them, and then they'll beat you up. But yeah, really cool stuff out here. So this is the Eden Zone. Everything is very nice and pretty. Everything is just relatively peaceful. You know, there's all the normal dinos you find in other places in Ark, but it is just a really pretty zone. Nothing's too extreme anywhere you look at it, and it is just beautiful. So I've been really enjoying this. We won't fly around too much all over the map. So I'll answer some of the questions you guys have been asking in the stream. We actually did a couple live streams. Unfortunately, it actually paused in the middle of the stream a couple times. But if you check those out on this channel, you can watch the replay. Not amazingly sharp graphics, definitely not in 4K, because I can't stream in 4K yet. But we actually went over all the new items. We tried out just about everything Genesis 2 has to offer. And we had a lot of fun doing that and chatting with all of you, answering lots of questions. We found a lot of really helpful resources all over the map. So check that out if you guys want to see a really in-depth look at just about everything new in Genesis Part 2. But for now, we're kind of just doing a tour. So we'll take a look at the other side of the Genesis biome here. So we're going to go look at the south side of the map just a bit. And then we will head over to the garden area, which is the other side, the corrupted side. Now, we've got some really big mountains, and all of the mountains are covered in metal. You can get tons of Doedicurus, Ankylosaurs, lots of obsidian and metal just all over the slopes of these mountains, and they're pretty steep, but there's a lot of good stuff and a lot of good resources around them. We'll be doing a full guide on some of the easier places to get metal around here, but it's a very, very big map. There's a lot to see. Also, real quick while we're here, these are quest terminals. So instead of having mission zones like in the old game that people really didn't like because it blocked your building in some great places, we have these mission terminals instead. These actually take the place of obelisks, so you can do anything you could do in an obelisk on these mission terminals. And if you want to have an easy time finding them, just open up your menu, and on the very, very top right is an icon with an exclamation mark. You click that, it'll open up a bunch of different quests you can do, and you can actually track your quests that way. And when you track a quest, you'll be able to find it really easily, and it'll show you right where to go. So that's going to be very helpful. All right, I am trying to get my jets back on here. There we go. So we've got a lot of stuff to see up here, and actually just about everything I've seen so far is buildable, which is pretty great. And we've got a lot of things in this whole map. It's just massive. Like, the whole thing is inside a spaceship. You can kind of see the spaceship up there in the front. A little bit hard to see, but we've got a lot of space to just move out and build. You can barely see the end of this. It just keeps going forever. And once again, lots of really big mountains, lots of good resources over there. I wonder if that's why I was having trouble sprinting. I had the map out still. That would make a lot of sense. So we do have a lot of big predators up near the mountains. There's snow owls all over the place, and lots of pretty nasty predators. There should be some gigas around here, but I'm thinking they might be in the garden biome. So lots of stuff to see, and oh, nope, here we go. We have a Giga. This is the first time I've actually seen one too, and check out the colors. That is an R Giga, which is a massive, even more tough than the old ones, and these things are no joke. I'm not going to get too close to it because it might give me some serious trouble, but check out the colors on that thing. It's a new biome variant. Kind of like the X creatures were a lot stronger. And for some reason, my Astrodelphis didn't want to boost for a bit, but it seems to be boosting again a little bit. We'll see. I don't know what the deal is. I've been trying to mess with it. Maybe I should just open up my map. Let's see here. Seems to be having some issues. Genesis has been holding out pretty well in general. I've been really impressed. I only had a couple crashes during like 3 hours of streaming. But, you know, we did have a couple little issues here and there. And one of them, I love it, when the Maywing lands, it kind of skates along the ground for a long time. So that's actually really fun. I'm going to try hopping in and out of this Astrodelphis to see if I can get the boost working again because, you know, I'm a tech guy. Every tech guy knows if something's not working right, just turn it off and on again, and sometimes that'll fix it. So we'll just try this real quick. All right. You going to work right this time? There we go. That's the boost I'm looking for. Sorry about that. I just didn't want this to take forever to get across the map because the boost wasn't working. I'm thinking I probably glitched it out when I opened the map, so I'll be a little more careful next time. But as you can see, the rings keep going out there forever, but this is actually the edge of the map. You can actually build on parts of these structures at the edge if you want to. So that's kind of a cool spot to stick a base way up in the middle of nowhere. There is actually a lot to see out here. There are just tons of structures, tons of space. Like, this is the biggest map that has ever been brought to Ark, and it just goes on forever. It's crazy. And this is only half of the map. So I'm going to show you around the garden next. We'll head over to the middle of the map here. Once again, pulling out my map, which is probably going to glitch things a little bit, but that's okay. We'll see if we can boost again. Okay, cool. Boosts are still working this time, so I guess that was just a one-time thing. So, yeah, we're going to head back to the middle, which is where you actually cross over, and we'll show you what the space area looks like. So, in between the two rings is actually the space biome. We have all been speculating about that quite a bit, but that's what it turns out it is, and it is really cool looking. That's where you find these Astrodelphis. So, we're going to head over there, and I will show you a little quick tour of Rockwell's innards. They are a little bit crazy, but we'll just pop over there and see how it looks. So by the way, if you tame a Strider, you need to get mutagen and you have to have beaten some quests. So I wasn't able to actually try the taming process, but you have to hack them using that mutagen, and they've got some really cool attachments. I tried force taming a couple of them, and some of the attachments are kind of amazing. Like the harvesting, they just shoot their lasers and harvest everything nearby, like instantaneously. It is insane. And they have a platform saddle built right into the Striders. So if you are able to tame a Strider, you've got an instant, it's basically like a Parasaur or a Bronto with a full-on saddle that you can build on, which is really cool. So we're back here at the Tech Trench, and this time instead of just flying around, we're going to head over into the other biome. So bear with me for a second. I'm going to open the map again, and we are on the opposite side of what we need to be, because I am still getting used to this whole map. So give me a second here. We're going to just turn off the jets, cool your jets, so we can maneuver a little bit better. And we're going to head straight into the space area. So getting a little bit more look at the tech trenches, but these are actually pretty cool areas. They've got enforcers and a lot of cool stuff that we saw in Extinction. It very much has an Extinction feel to it. By the way, I'm sorry, I usually do much more polished guides and videos, but I have been talking for a very long time. Is that a Maywing? It just fell down here? I'm sorry, I just gotta take a look here. Yup, okay, that's cool. Yeah, these Maywings are actually really fun. I really like them. So we're going to head over to the space area now, and it is pretty awesome looking. And we'll probably wrap up this video relatively soon after we check out the garden for a little bit, because I know this is going to be kind of a long tour because there is just so much to see. It's crazy. But we'll talk about some of the new creatures that we've experimented with a little bit and some of the new items too. We found out that the tech bow requires element shards to craft, or to actually make the arrows. And believe it or not, do you remember those carniflora plants that they showed us in the one of the big reveals? You can actually harvest those and get element shards, which is kind of crazy. So real quick on the map, it's a little hard to see because it's dark. Let me just swing around here. There are those little lines that go across the center, and those are actually the pathways across the space biome. So we're going to use those to get across and into the garden area. And Rockwell's innards are actually inside the garden in kind of the middle area. But I do need to find where the passageway is. It should be around here somewhere, maybe up top. Alright, should be around here. Is that it? See, I have not been playing this enough, and I'm already kind of getting lost. This is sort of like our first look. We've just been flying around a little bit, but not enough to really understand the map so far. But I'm just going to go ahead and launch this video, not worry too much about cleaning it up and polishing it, because I know a lot of you guys are just really excited to see this content really soon, and I want to get this out to you as soon as possible. So here we go. So this is the space area that we're crossing over into, and you can kind of jump across. You can actually sort of fly in space, which is pretty cool, but you can just go right through these little force fields, and now we're in the space biome. There are Astrodelphis, or dolphins, all over the place in here, and there are actually quite a few tech wyverns, and those things are pretty nasty. This whole biome just stretches out all the way as long as the map, and it keeps going for a while. I won't show you all of it just because there's a lot of this, but, you know, we don't want this video to take way too long. We're already pushing 20 minutes, and I would love it if we can get this rendered into 4K by the time you guys actually watch it. So it takes a long time to render that 4K video, but we'll see how it goes. So if you hold down the attack button, the trigger, you can charge up one of these beams, lock onto something like a space dolphin, and it's a nice little combo to hit a missile on the end of it too. So yeah, so that is the space area. We won't explore that too much just because it's not too different, just a lot of space and stuff floating around. We also have seekers in here, just a heads up. Those guys will mess with you on your way across the biomes. But now we're heading into the garden, and this place is pretty cool. It's very bright. Yep, a lot of sunlight shooting out at us. There are lots of shadow manes all around out here. They will sometimes go invisible, and it turns out that the male and female shadow mane can both go invisible. Oh, here are some of those carniflora plants. You can actually harvest those with a pickaxe, and the carnifloras there will give you element shards and black pearls. I just recently found that out. But you see how those traps are open right now? When the traps are open, I'm pretty sure they'll run and scoop you up if you come too close to them. When they're closed, you can just run up and harvest them. But, you know, I would want to be careful if I were you, because that happens. They just snap up dinos, and I wouldn't want to be snapped up myself. So this whole Rockwell Garden place is as big as the Eden Zone. Everything is a little bit sideways, so it's not as great for building in a lot of these areas, but check it out. This place is just huge. It is just a massive, beautiful area. And once again, there is an entire map to explore out here. There is just so much in this biome. There's lots of shadow manes everywhere. I found out shadow manes are actually an amazing at swimming. They can swim super fast. And around this area, I think, is where I found a noglin, too. They're just kind of running around, and it's not real easy to spot them because they're tiny, they're crazy fast. We have not figured out how to tame them yet, but I will definitely do a video on taming them pretty soon. And they are super fun to play with. We spawned a bunch of them in, and we were mind controlling creatures. You get 5 minutes of mind control every time you know, control a creature, and you could do a lot in 5 minutes of controlling like a Spino or a Bronto. I don't think there was any limit to what you could tame or what you could mind control. Like, I just jumped right on a Bronto without any trouble with a little Noglin. And let's see here. Are these some shadow manes? Yeah, there's a shadow mane right there on the left. These guys will actually go invisible in the wild, and they will definitely beat you up. You know, it looks like these guys are actually laying down and sleeping. So I've heard that the way to tame them is to wait around until they lay down, and then you can actually sneak up while you're crouching and tame them. Maybe feed them some passive food. So we'll find out. I'll do a full guide on how to do that pretty soon. But, you know, I just wanted to start out with a little tour around all of these beautiful areas and show you my new favorite creature, which is the Astrodelphis. And I don't think I'll fly around the entire map here in this biome just because it's already getting to be a relatively long video and I want to get this out as soon as possible because I'm sure a lot of you are dying to see some of this in, you know, glorious 4K HDR. So let me head on over to Rockwell's innards, which are right around here, and I'll show you how to find them because I'm sure a lot of people will want to check them out pretty soon. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do that boost thing that I just did. We'll see how that goes. I think you do a really sharp turn and then you let go of both control sticks and then you do this crazy boost, which is pretty cool. It seems to work better when you're not boosting full speed, but yeah, not bad. Okay, I think I got it down. So in the very middle of the biome is this giant tentacle, and it's wrapping around this big pillar. So if you find that, it's right here in the middle of the map, and we're going to head straight down below it. Here we go. We'll cool our jets a little bit. And underneath this platform, we have this little gateway right here. And this is going to be the way we head into the inside of Rockwell. And it gets kind of crazy in here. There's a lot of these carniflora down here. If you're looking for element shards, it's a great place to grab them. And if you get too close to these mushrooms, they will make you trip out. So highly recommend avoiding those. It takes quite a bit of loading when you're entering these areas because there's a lot to load down here. Now, this is not my favorite biome. It's kind of creepy as anything, and it's full of those seekers which are constantly patrolling. If they see you, they will summon stupid amounts of terrible things to come attack you. Now, it seems to be fine as long as that beam of light does not get on you, so I can get relatively close and I should be okay. But if I get a little too close here and that beam of light goes on me, oh, by the way, there's a basilisk just hanging out right there. That's just how they roll. And then these tentacles pop up all over the place and start shooting gunk at you. Now, we can actually grow these in tech crop plots we've seen, so we will definitely be able to do that. And I'm pretty sure they will be shooting balls of energy when they are a base defense turret, which is pretty cool. So, there we go. You normally don't want this to happen, but once these guys get mad, they shoot this little ball of energy, and when that hits the ground, all kinds of terrible things come out of it. So we're about to have a lot of company here. Okay, we got a stego, thorny dragon, just a couple random things attacking us. But just wait, there will be more. But wait, there's more. So that thing will keep its beam of light on us. It keeps shooting junk at us. They're pretty nasty, even just with that. But last time I was doing this, they were summoning like, and they'll also call all the creatures around over to attack you, which does not feel too good. But yeah, we got quite a few new things. You can't tame anything that they summon. The last time I ended up with like a Ferox and a giant evil Quetzal just coming at me and just crazy stuff. Like, it is ridiculous all the things that come after you once those things Oh, yeah, okay, a corrupted Reaper, because that's great. Super fun, right? So anyway, this just keeps happening, and they keep summoning stuff until you get the heck out of there. So yeah, these are definitely something you want to run from as much as you can. And we won't go too far into this biome just because it's crazy, but I wanted to give you guys a feel for what it looks like and, you know, just generally how horribly creepy it is. That felt like Star Fox right there, didn't it? It's just like right out of the Star Fox games. I love it. Wonder what happens if I attack one. That's about what I figured. Yup. Alright, we're heading out of here. Oh, and look, another Reaper. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Reapers out here. Okay, that was far less cool than I'd originally hoped. So anyway, we will do a lot more videos on Genesis Part 2 really soon. We'll have a lot of new content coming out. I just wanted to mess with that basilisk. But I just wanted to get a real quick video out to you guys who just really want to see how beautiful Genesis 2 can look. And it looks pretty awesome on the PS5. I can't wait for the future enhancements that'll make it look even better on PS5. But if you guys enjoyed this video, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up in a second as I'm crashing into things. But if you guys enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Ring that bell to enable all notifications because we're going to have a ton of really great content coming out for you really soon, starting with a spawn location guide so you guys can find the best place to get the easiest start on your Genesis 2 adventures. And we'll make a lot of base location guides so you guys can find all the best places to live. And we'll just keep going from there. We'll show you how to find all the resources you need, how to tame all the new creatures, how to use all the new items, and it is going to be super helpful. So make sure you ring that bell and enable all notifications. Otherwise, it probably will not tell you when the next videos come out, and you won't want to miss any of this content. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and just for a second, I'm going to slow down, let everything really load in, and as we wrap this up, I just want you guys to be able to appreciate just how good everything looks in here when we actually slow it down a bit and let the game load. So, yeah, it's kind of a lot better looking once we're out of the Astrodelphis, isn't it? So anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys watch a lot of our other videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching this one, and we will catch up with you guys really soon in the next video, probably coming out sometime later today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it around. That helps us out a lot. And drop a comment. We love hearing from you. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and ring that bell to enable all notifications because we have lots more videos like this coming out really soon and you won't want to miss any of them. We already have tons of other videos for you to watch right now, so check these out. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and we will see you in the next video.